What are you doing down here?
We're washing our clothes.
Washing? Are there any free machines? What are you washing? Well, what are you washing?
We spent so much money this year that we're washing our clothes in wash machine. They say it on the label, you can wash them.
Yeah.
Wash them. That's good.
Check it out.
Oh, that looks good.
Isn't that nice?
I think I'm going to do it.
Save a fortune.
Because you spend so many thousands of dollars on these fur coats that you have to, I mean, to clean it costs another few $100, and it's just, that's the greatest idea. I'm going to take mine off.
Yeah, don't use too much.
Don't use too much oil, though.
Okay, I think it's really getting that, like, you know, into the season look, and it needs a little, yeah, it needs a little revitalization.
What? No, you're right, you're right. We're just going to fluff these out.
Just fluff it out.
You put it on air fluff?
Air fluff.
Air fluff, okay.
Here.
Okay, good.
Here.
And what's the and I guess this is worth celebrating, but that must be why you have all the wine.
Oh, we saved the money on the jacket, so we can afford wine.
That's fantastic. How do you break this ice?
That's what we're doing, actually, breaking the ice.
Oh.
It's such a lovely evening.
Do you want an ice cube?
Maybe I'll just put ice cubes on here. But how do you not stain? Oh, then you can wash your clothes, too.
We
That's the way we get
eat in the washing room, so that was really...
But there's more exciting things you can do. I read a penthouse this month that you can really, I mean, rubbing against the washing machine is more exciting than anything. So if we, if we have to stay for hours while mine is being done, we can do that.
Really, it's the best room in the apartment building.
Oh, see, this is what happens when I try to do ice. All right, let's take this one again. So what's been going on with the Murphys here?
We're just washing our furs.
Yeah. Well, it's good you can afford them. Your record must really be selling.
That was years ago.
That's what.
Oh, you bought it a long time ago.
Yes.
So, hi Geraldine. So, what are you doing lately?
I'm acting, trying to get into SAG.
Oh yeah.
Very producers watching tonight. It's available.
And she's so beautiful. Look. Is all your blonde hair? There's so. See, everyone can see what blonde hair.
Well, they can see.
Can you see? I mean, I guess next to all of this, it looks so dark.
Yes, this is the comparison.
And I'm Susan Blonde, so.
Right, Susan Blonde.
It doesn't say your name, Elliott Murphy. Doesn't say you have to be blonde.
We should change names.
And I'd be a famous rock star.
Elliott Blonde. I think you just have to decide what lifestyle you want to live, and then you just do it. And the more you get in debt, the better. And then you're forced to stay that way. I mean, like if you're living in a $1,000 a month apartment and you can't pay the rent, you can't afford to move. You think that this is done yet?
I hope so. I guess someone's taking a scene lesson in the hall, I think.
Should we check it?
Yeah.
Yes!
Wait. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
This is great.
Perfect.
We're going to have to write the bird doesn't tell him to tell the customer.
Oh, that's fantastic.
What a look.
It only works with box though.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't imagine putting a maker a stable or a raccoon in.
No.
Raccoon. You can put a raccoon in.
Well, raccoons cost, they're not so cheap. And they last.
Yeah.
But these are only supposed to last. Well, you had yours a few years already?
About 5 years.
Well, they tell me these are the most delicate.
And they're very perishable.
Then how come you have to last so long?
Well, because you turn them inside out when you travel.
Oh, I know.
No,
And I've just been to London and I've been everywhere and I haven't turned it inside out once. How'd you learn that? That's from growing up as like a little rich girl. You must have learned that. Is that
Rich girls.
Is that what rich girls know?
Rich girls know to turn their
No, I
clothes
don't know.
inside out.
We call you that really.
Rich girls really pack like no other girls. Rich girls take all the clothes and then roll them up when they pack. And that's the best.
Oh, show me how you would roll it. You would do this.
Okay, let's see. Well, I don't know. This is a heavier jacket than most. It looks horrible. I mean, it looks like it's going to be horrible.
Kidding. I can't believe this.
But see, now you...
Oh, God, imagine.
It's better, like, if you have marable or something like that that's really perishable. I think it looks better.
See,
This
your husband really knows what he writes about. Because it's really true. All these things about it. Yeah. I want to usually get the surface.
There.
Yes.
And you can put it on top.
Look at that. What a,
And then you can catch all the furs.
And you can double as a ski jacket.
No, no, you don't want to do that.
That's great. Okay.
Oh, I found packing with Geraldine.
Tell me if it's, yeah, go on.
I helped Geraldine escape from school in Switzerland.
Is that true?
That is true.
Is it true?
Sort of.
You mean you were that rich that you were going to school in Switzerland?
Wow.
She was going
You can't be a poor kid to do that.
No, we are. But,
And how did you find her? Is that what you met?
no, we come from the same town.
Where's that?
From Garden City.
Oh, and that's where your father had the after show?
No, he had the after show in Flushing Meadows at the World's Fair.
And but you met just in your high school or something?
Yeah, well, I went out with Geraldine.
Much younger
She
than
was
Elliott.
14. She was known as the wildest girl in her class.
You were wild? Did you
Yes.
used to make out at that age?
Oh, God. That was nothing.
Well, that was only 2 years ago, because she's young.
Well,
I mean, not that we're so old, but she's just 20 a year ago, and she's real young. Well, that
she really had a lot.
But you know, one thing about, what's really excellent about Elliott is that you know, everyone else, all these other rock people, they make believe that they were these poor, starving people when they all came from this pretty middle class background, and they just deny it. You're like the only one that says, look, this is what I come from, and this is what you sort of write out of.
So actually, I was born starving.
He blew it. He blew it. He already said his story. It was too late to change.
I have starved in my life. I've been very poor. Oh, man.
Well, I heard she starved for 2 days, but that was on purpose, right?
That's because she's on Vogue diet.
Oh, Vogue? No, you do that?
No, we lived in San Francisco, and we starved. We starved for at least 2 months.
When was that?
This is when my folks had their stage.
Oh, but I heard you knew that rock and roll was the true thing for you. And
Oh, it was
folks,
fun.
you
I
never-
thought it was really okay.
Well, you just liked it because you thought it was nice to be skinny.
Yeah,
No, but you really eat a lot.
Isn't that funny how the poor look? I mean, like, in the 1900s with Morgan and all those people, it was very chic to be very fat, and the woman would be very big, and now this poor look. And I really think it's a communist.
Oh, you do?
Communist.
Wait, why?
It's just not. The problem is that it's no longer. It's really not fashionable to be rich, and to be idle rich. You can't be idle.
To be rich and
Well,
not do anything.
yes, well, that's true. Once Jackie got a job, and now Lee is also doing a farming, so that just shows that no one can stay home and just enjoy it anymore.
Yeah, there's nothing, they don't live the same way as they used to. You know, it's boring. You know, like before it was okay.
It's
But I
still
think
a lot.
that's sad. I'm not saying I've never been that rich. Okay.
But what if you had a really lot of money? Let's say your record goes to #1, you have a few records like that.
Yeah. If I had,
what would you do?
I'd really like to buy Central Park and put a house right in the middle
No, really.
But would you let other people in?
on Sundays, on holidays.
But these poor people, they starve for the park so much.
I've never
Even
been
I
in the
do.
park. I've never been in the park. I've been living in the city for 5 years.
Well, I'm telling you, sometimes if it's a nice day, you get so desperate that the park seems like you're way in the middle of the country. I mean, unless you have access to a lot of country
I
places
hate
to
the
go.
sun.
Oh.
I hate the sun, really. Sure, we went, after we got married, we went to Barbados.
Yeah.
We left in a day.
Oh, I love so nice there. I know it's bad for your skin, but it's really. Think about, she works for a doctor, a surgeon, and he won't even let her go on the skin and the sun at all.
Yeah.
No, Georgia Klinger told us both we should never go.
Oh, you go to Georgia
Yeah,
Klinger?
sun poisoning.
We got sun
Being in the
poisoning.
sun for about half an hour.
Well, Barbados, it's the hottest sun in the world. We have to ask you, seeing that I think it's so great that you're married and you're such a exciting, gorgeous couple.
We're not excited.
Oh, terrible.
Really, it's the first time I've gotten dressed in a
Well, that sounds exciting.
Oh, yeah. Just stand next to these washing machines. Did you always think you'd get married? And do you believe in it now? Of course, being nice. No, yeah, I really do.
And it made things even better?
Yeah.
Did you live together first?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little while, yeah. In San Francisco. Yeah, well,
Now I'm really mixed up. I see you so much from Long Island and New York, and then I know you made that one album out in LA, and now you talk about San Francisco, but do you really love New York the most?
No, yes, I really love New York.
Okay.
All three of us really love New York City. Does it hurt you when you have to go on a tour and go to all these other towns that you really like?
No, some of you know what I like is Cleveland.
Really?
And it has to be the ugliest city in the world. Cleveland?
Oh, yeah.
No, I just like Cleveland likes me, and I like Cleveland.
No, it's very important. You pick up these cities, and that's how you build the base.
No, really,
the cities that love you. Is New York your biggest?
No, Cleveland.
Cleveland's your biggest?
Yeah.
That's exciting. But
No,
when
really,
you went through Cleveland, it was all black. There might be enough
strong argument. No, Cleveland, there's just, I think for white middle class kids in Cleveland, there's so little to do that they really live for rock and roll. Like, there are more concerts in Cleveland per week than any other.
Oh, and they have a great radio.
Actually, Cleveland and LA are both bigger than New York.
Really? But where do you fans, when you do a concert, well, you're going to be at the Bottom Line next week?
I'm going to be at the Bottom Line on the 24th.
The 24th.
I think that's in
March
March 24th.
March 21st, so everybody who's watching this can come down and see you in real life. And then you can hear what he sounds like as well as hear him. Did you play the Bottom Line?
Much better.
When I used to see you at the other end of the time, did you ever play the Bottom Line before?
No, I used to really play Max's the most.
Oh, Max. Now that you're so, well, I still do think you're glamorous, whether you both think you are or not. Where do you go? Do you go anywhere now?
We always end up at the Bronzer. It's
you do?
awful to say.
I had food poisoning.
We do all the time, but we sleep so late. It's the only place you can eat.
If we eat around 7 or 8, then there's nothing at 4 or 5.
We really have this. Really, if anyone out there knows any good late night places.
They should go to local, that's the best.
No, but
It's still a month, but they are open. You want to eat it around 5?
Yeah.
The local, because the local is just still got some excitement there. It still has like interesting artists, all the painters, and all this,
No, I need a good meal.
And then are you gonna play at the Roxy too?
Yeah, I do the Roxy in LA on the 29th and 30th.
Doesn't LA seem like the Roxy seems so different than the Bottom Line?
It's just sterile.
Yeah, it's like that people just drive their cars up.
I like LA. I really do. I like LA too. I could live there maybe 2 months a year. Except it's scary LA, isn't it?
You drive? Oh, you drove. We drove your car down here.
Oh, that's right. No, but I didn't have that there.
Yeah.
Drive to LA.
But in LA, in New York, it's... In New York, you get the feeling that if someone's going to murder you, it's going to be for strictly capitalist gains, they're going to steal something. But in LA, it's... every time last time I was out there, Geraldine had been reading The Family all week, and then I had to go out for a weekend. I was staying in this little bungalow at Beverly Hills Hotel, hearing noises all night.
You were scared at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Oh no, that's not really
glamorous and gorgeous.
I don't like those bungalows at all there though. They're really in the middle of nowhere.
Last time we were there, it was the Skid Row slasher who was doing it, and then when we were in San Francisco, it was the Zodiac killer. I always moved to where they were always described as with long blonde hair.
And then
they arrest you on the street.
They always look at me very
But everyone has long blonde hair.
Oh, everybody has blonde hair.
Except for Cher.
Or do you see her? Oh, are you still friends with Lou Reed?
Well, yeah, I see. They'll lose me at me.
Why?
I wrote an article about Lou for Circus about Metal Machine.
Yeah.
And,
well, no one liked that album. I love Lou Reed, but that album.
And I said Lou was one of the all-time greats, and I still believe it. Lou, if you're listening.
He probably will.
Greats, but I I thought you did. I couldn't dance to that album.
No, well, no one could. And what did, yeah, that album. Now, your album.
His new album's great.
Yeah, I was made for the women of the world. That song is the funniest thing ever. He sounded like he could get away with it. Now, your new album is called Night Life. And it has a picture of you in New York City on 42nd Street. Yeah, do you really wear dungarees a lot? I was looking at the outfit. You had on a black jacket, and then you had this, unless they just painted it like that faded skin look.
No, that was...
Oh, sure, he wears jeans.
I wear jeans.
It never bothered me.
But they were so faded. Do you wear that light blue?
No, that was a black and white picture that was just colored in.
They colored it. I figured, but you really don't wear such light blue.
No,
I knew it. That was the wrong color.
Really, I like new dungarees.
Yeah, I knew that he would not wear that light bleached look.
Because new dungarees,
he did live in LA for a little while.
if you ever went to camp,
I went to camp my whole life.
Dungarees, that feeling, I still like that. So that's
I never wore dungarees.
But remember how hard we used to work to make dungarees seem old?
Yeah.
I mean, you used to wash them in sometimes 10 times and really, until it was old and really showed you know.
Now they cost $60.
They do?
Charlie bought a pair at a French jeans store.
Oh yeah, in Paris or here?
Oh,
here. I think they're made in New Jersey.
I'm sure they are.
Now tell me that song you wrote called Lady Stiletto about Patti Smith.
Well, that's, I mean...
It is about, I said, oh, are you sure it's about her? He said, look, it says that Jim Morrison's bones, it says this, it says she's skinny and she's...
Jim Morrison's...
So then
well, it's, I mean, Patti was influential, that type of girl, but it really...
It's not exactly that girl.
Completely biographical song, but...
And what about the Tiffany, Diamonds by the Yard? This is my Diamond by the Yard, by the way.
Yes,
did the real Diamond by the Yard, did Perich call you and tell you whether she liked the song or not?
No, we're waiting for her to either call or sue or something.
Elsa, if you're listening, we can work something out.
I love Elsa Perich.
Yeah, she is the most. Yeah.
If ever,
this is Tiffany's my diamond ring.
Whenever this whole career...
See, it might be a little small, but it's a real Tiffany diamond, so I figure
it pays to buy Tiffany.
Yeah.
But really, when this whole career fails, I'm getting a job as a salesman in Tiffany. I think it'd be wonderful.
They're really great, I know.
They
didn't watch the show. Say that to them because the last time when I bought this diamond, someone came running over. That boy, they used to be blonde. I know. So I was going to say, can you give me a discount on the diamond?
They watch the show,
you can't
really?
get that at Tiffany. Yes, even they watch the show. And Brooks Brothers, everywhere, they watch the show.
If Tiffany is watching, I am going to pay my bill. I've just been out on the road, and I just got to my bills this week.
And what did you buy there? Any of the bills she's wearing right now?
This is Helena Rubinstein.
Oh. It was hers?
Yeah, well, she had given it to a woman that worked with her. And then my mother got it from that woman. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
There's another one that has scarabs. That's really nice. I don't have anything from Tiffany.
They're examining
I
it.
have a diamond by the yard.
You have one too? Every girl. Let me see yours.
I think
They are pretty. This is the third biggest, and then the third from the smallest.
Yeah.
It's not the tiniest stuff.
No,
Let's see yours. No, yours is now you have to turn it all the way around.
Yeah, I got. It's always the class. It's class.
Who's is bigger? Who's is bigger?
Oh, this is car. I have a nice cable TV.
Well, this is what it all comes down to.
I wanted to get a Tiffany album cover. No, really.
You say
I want to get I wanted to get a Louis Vuitton album cover. And I'd sell my albums for $50 a piece. And this way I'd only have to, let's see, they normally sell for $5. So I'd only have to sell 1/10 the amount. And I could sell 100,000 albums and make a bunch.
Oh, he really wanted to do that too.
Oh, you want to show Vuitton? I just love it.
Vuitton album, I want to get a little Vuitton guitar case.
But you have to sing a song about them still.
That's my next.
I made a Vuitton cake for him once.
And then they need the plug.
This is the 70s. The 70s are uniforms.
If you have any luggage,
Yeah.
Vuitton luggage.
Yeah, with the little.
That's the
We have a lot
The
of
luggage cost really thousands.
Oh, the real good. We just
the hardcover.
Yeah.
Hard
we just have like a bag.
Oh, the soft stuff. Well, that only costs around 400 each, or 300 each.
They're more practical than
It makes traveling more fun.
This has been the most elitist fascist conversation ever on
In the bathroom. Oh no, we're in the
laundromat. See, this is the truth. If you want to buy all these things, you have to do your own laundry. I mean, by the time you finish with a record, you've listened to the thing 10 million times.
And the studio must kill you. Is the studio the worst part?
But except time goes fast.
It's really, I love it. In the studio, it's such like a cave, you know. It's really
Yeah, our
away
next
from
apartment's
it all.
going to be a cave.
In a way, it's really nice.
Yeah.
If they weren't playing music all
There's
the
no
time.
time in the studio. Last time we were in the studio, I taped up all the clocks. So I couldn't.
Really? And then did you spend more hours or less like that?
Probably about the same, but I mean, I really hate the daytime. And nothing depressed me more than the sunrise. So I taped up all the clocks.
So you're lucky you could have a lifestyle that you could be like that.
Yeah, no, my best job, I think, I was a disc jockey in a discotheque in Rome.
Oh, you were?
That's
You lived in Europe?
Yeah, it was great. Everything, this whole discotheque was covered in velvet. I mean, even they wanted to cover the records in velvet.
Those are the days of velvet. When was
It must
that?
have been red.
72.
Yeah,
It was
so-
red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of records did you play?
Well, they have a little pile for rock and roll like this, and all good, and then they have James Brown like that.
That's true.
So I went down in the basement one day, and I got all the Rolling Stones records and these other things. I played them all that night, and I got fired.
So playing the Rolling Stones, I'm sure the only person that ever got fired in the whole world for playing that.
That was only James Brown for the.
Oh, I know.
Well, now, like I see Bobby Womack, they're really trying to, push
Yeah.
it a lot. But he's, some people, I mean, he's very big here, but I think some of those kind of R&B things, especially because he wrote some of the old songs that the Rolling Stones did 10 years ago, Bobby Womack.
Yeah, it's all over now.
Wait, Rolling Stones, James Brown, that guy. That's not unusual.
What's that? You're mixed up with
Yeah.
the Rolling Stones joke. Oh, I love Italy though. I was in Rome today.
I had real fun in London a few weeks ago too, and I never loved it that much, but I met Paul McCartney, that was so fun. And it was just all had Daimler the whole time, and I just hated only these exclusive records, because we had some acts over there, a great group called Sailor that had #1 single, and then in Copenhagen, a group called Gasoline, that's the biggest group in
Gasoline.
You heard of that?
Great name.
Oh, they're great. But so we went over there with some friends, and it was just a fantastic trip, and everybody wrote all about it,
Actually, it's kind of, I'm trying to, this conversation just makes us, there are people out there like Andy Pratt and Ned Doheny making records that, make us really look like paupers.
They're rich.
Oh, God.
You Pratt, is that the real Pratt family?
That's real. I told him he should call his band Pratt Institute.
And Ned Doheny
And I told Ned
Drive.
Doheny Drive. That's
That's a great name anyway, I
Doheny
think.
Drive. It's a great street in LA. That's where that artist, conceptual artist what's his name? Who lay down on the floor in a puddle of water and had this socket that anyone could plug in and electrocute. That's where he crucified himself on a blue Volkswagen.
Did he really die?
No, he didn't die. He never
And
died.
he never dies.
He does.
So that's Doheny Drive, and I told them they should call him. See the rich owners. It's all really middle class. It was only middle class.
We care about this
We
stuff.
care about these things.
Really rich people don't care at all.
No, they're really embarrassed.
And they don't look rich, and they don't
No,
seem rich.
no.
Those
In
are
New
really
York, that's why I love New York so much.
That's why I love you.
There are
To
places.
be really rich, you have to be very fascist.
You do?
Yeah.
How come?
Oh, yeah, you've got to step on people.
You have to
all the
step on.
time.
Yeah, you have to. It's really. If you've ever, like in Europe, where there are still really that class system to deal with servants, it's really very hard to really treat someone like a real servant.
Oh yeah, you are not supposed to speak to maids. And when I was in school, I was not allowed to speak to the maids who were there every day, who were the best people there.
Is that way you got, and you wouldn't tell me who he wrote all this whenever he referred to this girl. but I think he was referring to Geraldine.
No.
I think so too. I never found out.
He doesn't tell. He doesn't tell his own wife.
No, it's another story.
Oh. But she's a ballerina too, huh?
No, she's not a
She's not a ballerina?
No.
She won't tell any of those. Those are the things you'll have to listen to the record to try to figure out. Did you hear? Going both ways. This is Jack. So I got Jack Cook. You got Jack off.
You got
Did you hang up
This
after that?
morning, that's why when you called, I was like,
Geraldine got obscene.
I got one once, and I never thought I'd be that scared, you know, and I got one, and it's, oh, I was petrified. It's so frightening.
See, when I used to show my kids on TV all the time, I used to get this regular one. And,
oh, that's you. That's not worth it. Jesus.
yeah, and no, but I used to like them. I said, oh, well, what else do you like about this show? Do you like the character? Do you like comedy? Do you like, you know, do you like this, and that?
It's just your tips.
No, well, a lot of people, I used to show my kids. I never used to get all naked, but there were a lot of people that were naked, and there were all kinds of things. But somehow, I don't know how, people used to call me all the time. And then when I think they would be so surprised that I would sort of talk to them that they would stop calling. But I did have to get my number on.
Yeah.
That's why I was very upset to get one today. You know.
Yeah, that means someone's on.
Because that means someone knows my, you know.
But they didn't know your name.
The person today said yes.
Oh, they said Susan?
Oh, really?
I called you up today and I said, it's Susan there.
See that? Because this person had just called twice. That's why I know.
But I said, this is Jack. Really? No, I think I've seen photos.
And now the epilogue. We all washed our fur coats, and you all saw all our dirty laundry. So here we go with Geraldine Murphy and Elliott Murphy, and you can go see him again at the bottom line next week. March what?
24th.
24th, and I'm Susan Blonde.
And my birthday is March 16th.
Oh, it is?
Mine is the 27th.
And mine is May 3rd. Okay, now they're going to all figure out our horoscopes.
Really?
And the record is called Night Lights.
Yeah, the tradition of city lights and limelights. Yeah, almost night lights.
Right. Okay, good night all of you in TV land. It was great to see you again. You guys have beautiful, aren't they?